Okay, so now in this video we're gonna learn a little bit more about materials. So I did introduce materials in the previous unit, but right now let's go a little bit more in depth with them. So remember, for materials for applying it, what you wanna do is select the object in hand, and then we're gonna go on the details panel here and choose the material that we want. Remember that a material is basically a texture that we put on top of the asset, on top of the actor. So here, remember, we can just choose one from the existing materials. You can really pick any of these. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick, let's say, this one, kind of like a marble. Let me pick another one. Let's say this rock. Okay, so now my material is applied, but now what about if I want to create my own material? What if I don't want to use necessarily the ones that we have here available? What if I want to create one myself? So let's use that by testing it with this small cube that we had there from before. This doesn't have a material applied. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the content drawer, and then you're gonna look for this. Let's say you're on the content folder, then go on starter content, then there's this folder for materials here. Click on that. Here you have all the options, by the way. So if there's, let's say, another one that you wanna choose, you can just drag and drop and apply it. As you can see, that's an easy way to test out how your uh, actors are gonna look like. You can just drag and drop into the actor directly. But let's do a custom one. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna right click here on this folder, go on material here, and then this is basically a new material. Let's call it my material. Okay. So now that we have created our own custom material, let's actually give it a color because it's empty right now. So we're gonna left click on it, double left click on it. Now it's gonna take us to this alternative window where we can edit our material. So let's just try to make it simple. Let's just choose a simple color for the material. Of course, you can get into very specifics of how you wanna make it look, but right now we're learning the basics. So let's just choose a simple color. So you're gonna go here on this kind of window here and choose base color, and then pick a color, whichever you want. I'm gonna, I guess, pick like a green one here. Give it the intensity that you want. And then that is your new material right there. There's more properties that you can play around with, such as metallic, uh, to make it look a little bit differently, roughness. You can really play around with it. Uh, doesn't For now that we're just practicing, doesn't really matter as long as you give it a custom color. So you save that, it's gonna apply the changes, and now we have this custom material created. So now I'm gonna go and select my cube that I had from before, and then apply this new material. We can look for it here, my material. And then as you can see, now our cube has this custom material that we created. Okay,